up, Midnight Muses here? Welcome back to my channel. This is another round of, this is literally now my fifth time of trying to shoot the same video over and over again, and I am getting slightly, more than slightly, annoyed at it. It's like, you tell people that, hey, I'm gonna shoot, so I'm gonna be busy for about an hour. And then suddenly, everybody starts calling you, and it's like, can you please stop doing that? And then, when someone's not calling you, I'm being told that I don't have the space to shoot another video and you have to go and delete everything off your phone, even though I've spent so much time doing that. I know there was, not last week. Last week I did post 2 videos. I just accidentally forgot to post one of them until yesterday, Sunday. Not yesterday, because today is Tuesday. Until Sunday. Which is weird because like I had it like set to post to YouTube on Friday night, but I guess something must have happened. It didn't process properly or something, and it didn't tell me that I didn't. And so it wasn't until I was I forget what I was doing. I think I was like going back to like delete the video, because I only keep the videos like on my own storage card for 2 days and then I delete them, that I realized that it wasn't uploaded to my YouTube. And I was like, oh, hang on a minute, before you do that, maybe you should upload that, because it apparently didn't work the first time, which also happens to me surprisingly a lot. Maybe not surprisingly a lot, because I don't, you know, hide the fact that I'm not great with technology. So I don't know if I'm just doing something wrong, but like on days when you see that my description is like almost empty, like just like a sentence or two, just a few words, that's because I've had to re-upload the video to YouTube like 3 times, and at that point I'm like, just get it on there. If it gets on there, maybe I'll go back and fix it, which I mean I've never done. But I say that I will every time. I don't know. It's just sometimes things get annoying. So and I hate having to like refilm the whole thing. I'm saying this for probably the 6th time now, but this was not a makeup tutorial video by any means. This was not a trying out new things kind of video. So I don't mind that my makeup's essentially done. I was just using that to keep my hands busy while I talked, because it's easier for me if I do that. But yeah, super frustrated. But yeah, so my idea for today's video, if I can actually get through it, is that I don't want to have a like set plan. Like I find that usually when I shoot a video, it's like, oh, so today we're going to be unboxing this or unboxing that, or we're having a mental health discussion, or we're having a story time about when I had a panic attack here or there or whatever. Today I really just kind of wanted to talk about whatever came up in my head first, because I don't do that. And I find that sometimes it's like, I don't know, I like, because I'm so set on talking about a certain thing, I think that's why I run off into those random tangents that I do that don't always have much to do with the original storyline, or like it will in part but not enough. And it's because like I have so much more that I want to say. Like I am so much more than just someone who suffers with mental health, is trying to quit smoking, and loves makeup. Like I do so much more. That's why I've had like my random art videos. I think that's actually all I've done is my random art videos, but like there is so much more that like I want to talk about and have a discussion with. And I do feel like my video, even though it always has some kind of makeup related something going on, just because, you know, I'm a makeup artist, this is what I do, I like to play with it. I do find that I'm generally more of a commentary channel as opposed to like a strict makeup channel. Like even when I'm unboxing like my BoxyCharm or my Ipsy, which are my only 2 subscriptions, that I still like talk about like other things that are going on, or I'll update a mental health thing, or I'll update a smoking thing. Still not smoking, by the way. There's always like little things like that. Or no, I think my eyeliner's in here. So I don't know. Yeah, so today I just kind of wanted to come on and talk about the things that I don't always talk about, I guess. Like the TV that I watch, which is basically none. But I still want to like just talk about just something else, and besides makeup. And not that I don't want to talk about mental health, and not that I don't want to talk about my quit smoking, but not keep it like so focused. Like other things that have been helping to distract me. Like, you know, I talk about how I help my cravings by exercising, but I don't tell you what I do. I don't tell you about my like health journey in that respect. I think I may have said that I've lost 7 pounds since I quit smoking. I have at the moment kind of plateaued with that, but I do put on muscle very easily, so I don't know if it's like that I've actually plateaued, because if I look at myself, I can actually see, especially my legs are slimmer. So, but as I said, I do gain muscle, and I gain bulky muscle very, very easily. It's just the body shape that I have. Another thing that I would really, really like to do that I don't think I've ever done is show you more than just my face. Like, I am a big girl, obviously you can see that I'm a big girl. I show my like arms and whatever, but like also I'm sitting very close to the camera and whatnot, but I would kind of like to have like more body focused videos, and that way you would actually be able to see my weight loss progression as opposed to me telling you about it, but you're still just looking me in the face. Which my faces look better. I do still have my double chin, but I have the camera sitting as I usually do, and it's not quite as pronounced. So like my face is slowly getting slimmer, which is really nice. This is literally the only eyeliner that I can put in my waterline. It's that one that I got in my Ipsy. It's that sugar one. I really like that brand. I had never heard of them before I got like this like mini bright red liquid lipstick, and that lipstick, I don't actually know where it is right now. It's probably in my purse. I put all of my favorite liquid lipsticks in my purse, which is why you never see them in my videos, because they're in my purse and I forget to bring my purse up, which I did today, but it's like way up in a corner over there. I'm not gonna get it. But anyways, Sugar, they have a really great, I like their brand like a lot, so everything that I've tried from them has been amazing. This is weird. In my waterline, it won't move like at all at any point for the rest of the day, even with my contacts on. No watering. Super fantastic. If I put it under my lash line, which I do with like every single liner, my right side, it will not move. It'll stay there all day, look perfect, fantastic. My left side will smudge in like the first minute though, and after that it won't move. And to clean it up, you got to take off all the makeup and replace it. But if you go to fix it, it'll do the exact same thing. I don't get it. I don't know why it does that. It's very frustrating. So and I didn't think that I could put it in my waterline, because with my contacts on and having watery eyes, it always goes everywhere. But for some reason, that one doesn't. Alright, so cool. Sugar. If you have trouble with eyeliner, moving around all over the place, they have a great black pencil liner that doesn't move. But yeah, so what do you guys watch on TV? I like kind of exclusively watch documentaries, mostly historical ones. This last week has been mostly about like diseases and like the Black Plague and syphilis and things like that, and where it originates from and all that kind of stuff has been my current thing. Usually it is true crime of some kind, whether historical, current, whatever. And I watch it on all kinds of platforms, whether I am watching it on YouTube, which also I only realized in the last week that YouTube has a history channel, which is like, what? Are you serious? So I've been like, hence the, you know, syphilis and Black Plague. But like, that was like huge for me, because I love the History Channel. And it's like, I don't watch cable. I kind of exclusively watch streaming services. So I haven't had access to the History Channel. So I'm like, whew, this is like super exciting. I love this. And I also really like, because I'm one of those people where I like to feel like I'm learning all the time. I don't like just watching, I don't know, basic TV, I guess. Like I need to feel really interested in what I'm watching, basically, or I'm not gonna watch it. That's why it's like my favorite shows are like Sherlock and like Doctor Who, and like I love Game of Thrones. And though I'm not even caught up on Game of Thrones, I still have to watch season 7, because when I met Sean, he hadn't seen Game of Thrones, but he was like, oh well, I've always wanted to watch it and you love it, so like let me just watch seasons 1 to 6, and then, you know, we'll watch season 7 together, and then when season 8 comes out, we'll both be caught up and we can watch that together and do like a whole couple thing. 2 years later, he has seen, I think he said, the first 2 episodes of season 1. So that's going real well. So I need to just sit and watch it. The problem with Game of Thrones, which is the problem really with, oh, I do have red lipstick in here, which is the problem really with any like good drama show, is that And especially when you can stream it, you're not going to just sit and watch one episode. You're going to watch the, like, when I get into season 7, I'm going to be watching the entire thing in a day, and I ain't got time for that right now. Just because I'm trying to, like, really clean and organize my life, and, like, I have, like, all these things to do. Like, I've been working so hard on my recovery, and I'm finally really seeing changes, not just being like, you know, I'm feeling better, and I feel like I'm really noticing changes. I am noticing, like, when I do my exposure therapy, that it's easier all the time. Yes, I still had a panic attack in Walmart on Saturday. Like, I'm not saying that as I said, I'm not better. There is no real better for me. It's just how well can I manage, and can I manage to the point where I can, like, go back into the real world and have a job, right? So those are my goals. Like, today, Mom didn't want me in her kitchen because she was cooking 5 things at once and didn't want me in there making breakfast. Also, we had no eggs anyway, so she gave me a couple bucks to go down the street and have breakfast. Now, I did go to a place where I'm super comfortable, because, like, we know the owner and everything, but I went by myself. And I don't remember the last time that I actually went and did something like that by myself. It's been years. And it wasn't an issue. Like, I literally, people were being really loud in there, so I didn't feel bad about doing this. I just put on, like, YouTube on, like, not the loudest volume, like, pretty quiet, actually, but just put YouTube on and ate my breakfast, and then I went home, and I felt really good. And, like, that was great. And then I also did my physio today, which is also part of it, because I do that by myself. Like, tomorrow when I go to the doctor, I'm doing that by myself. I have therapy tomorrow. And again, those are all places, yes, where I am comfortable, and I know a lot of the people in there, so it's easier than going to other places, but I'm not struggling. Like, before, even going to places where it made me comfortable, I would have to leave really early. Like, if I had to go to my doctor's office, which is about, I don't know, like a 10-15 minute drive away, I would have to leave at least like 45 minutes before the appointment. And that would give me the time to sit in my car to kind of, like, prep myself for going into the building that I was comfortable in. And so now I still leave early. I still leave about a half an hour early, but that has more to do with my anxiety about being on time for things, and the fact that most of my appointments are booked for after school times. So and now, like, if I do sit in my car, it's gonna be like top 2 minutes, and then it's like, okay, you're good, go inside. So it's my need to kind of, like, I guess, like, breathe and ground myself has really come down. I'm enjoying things so much more. I've been back into my photography, which I don't know if I've ever talked about the fact that I enjoy photography. It's one of the things that I studied while I was in college in Oakville, and I did quite well in. And I have a real passion for. And Sean, of course, I think I've talked about, also has that passion. We shoot very differently. Like, we both like to do, like, artsy nature shoots, but we do shoot extremely differently. So it's kind of fun because we can both go to the same place and do a whole day of shooting and come back, and none of our pictures will look the same, to the point where sometimes you'll think that we've gone to different places. What is up with my... These are how long my bottom lashes look. Like, it looks like it's all smudgy and whatnot down there. It's not. My lashes are just that long. There is no smudging at all. I thought there was. There's none. Anyways, so I've been doing that a lot. Actually, I think most people that watch the thing is, most of you guys come from Instagram. I know this because every time I update my link on Instagram, suddenly that's when I'll get, like, my few views that I get. I'm gonna take my hair out now. Also decided to play around with my hair a little bit. It's a little bit more on the neon blue side of things. Got the curls going. Love it. I like don't get me wrong, I like the gray, and everyone loves the gray. I was kind of missing having blue hair a little bit, and I had some kicking around, and I dyed my brother's girlfriend's daughter hair purple, and was like, oh, I want to have vibrant hair again. So, you know, had fun. It was good. I liked it. I still like it. I'm happy with the change. But yeah, so anyways, what I was saying is that what I've noticed that whenever I add my link to Instagram, that's when I get my views. So I'm pretty sure you're all coming from Instagram. But if you are not, then I will link my Instagram under this video, because I have been posting some of my photos there. I do like have like an actual like Flickr page for my photography, so I do like post it all there. But you know, you can see a decent amount of it on Instagram too, and it's everyone has Instagram, so it's easier, I guess. I think I just don't like that they own everything that you post on there. It's like Facebook, you know? You gotta be careful with that kind of stuff. It's like some things I'll post, some things I won't. Like, you'll never see any of my film stuff, essentially, on either Facebook or Instagram, because anything you post there gets that they own now. And they don't have to credit you, they just own it. So if you don't know that, read those, what is it, those terms of service or whatever, because they like legit own you. So be careful with what you post, because if you post something that's like your professional work that, you know, at the very least you should be credited for someone else using, and you just put it up on Facebook, they can use that in a Facebook ad, and they don't have to tell you, they don't have to pay you, they don't, nothing, and they can just do that, and you can't fight them because you've signed off saying that you're okay with them doing that. So that's something to kind of maybe look into if you are a creative person and you're young and you don't maybe know the rules about how to like do things. Just like only ever use your own work for things. Again, a lot of people don't know that. And if you can't do it yourself, then pay an actual artist to do it for you. I have my little supernatural workout thing on. But like I know that like even with my boyfriend, he has his own YouTube channel, and like he has his whole like background and everything for it. It's cool. It's like a skull. He's a gaming channel. But he was asking me to do something for him, and I was like, you know, what you want is not really in the spectrum of what I generally do. And he was like, oh, we'll just throw something off of Google and throw it together and do that. And I was like, you can't do that. And then like he tried to originally make a website for his photography, and because he didn't have the time to put in his own photos, he just put in like stock photos and put that up. And it's like, you do realize that you're telling people that that's your work when it's very obviously like that's not you. And like I know you've never left Ontario. In fact, you've never even seen most of Ontario, never mind these like Mediterranean photos in there. Please take that down immediately, because that's illegal, and there can be a lawsuit filed against you like that. Like if you're in the creative world, post your own work, only your own work, make sure it's your own work, make sure you have credit to your name. Do not post professional stuff to Instagram or Facebook if you can help it. Or if you do, a smart thing to do, which I don't always do, but I really should, you know, follow your own advice. But that I've got Sean into doing is that when it comes to him posting specifically for Instagram or Facebook, to make sure it has a watermark on it, because that way even if they do steal the photo, they're stealing it with a watermark. So even though they're not technically crediting you, you are getting your credit because your watermark's there. It also means that it's less likely that they're going to use that photo because it has a watermark on it. For anyone who doesn't know what a watermark is, it's just like almost like a little sheer thing that'll have your name or your company name or whatever. It kind of just detracts people from stealing your stuff because you can't remove that. But yeah, I've been doing some really cool stuff with my photography. I've been back into my art since my, oh, there's something in my eye all of a sudden. That happens to me way too often, and I kind of want to end this video. Hang on, let me pause. Let me see what's my eye. There we go. Sorry, eyelashes fall into my eyes constantly. Anyways, yeah, my aunts don't watch my videos, so it's fine. I can show this. So I made this for my Auntie Carol. It just says to Auntie Carol, whatever. Oh yeah, it's pretty dry. I might do a second layer. I'm just varnishing it right now, so it's like a little like box with like flowers and stuff that I painted. This is something that I've been doing a lot lately, where it's like I've literally just been like popping over to the dollar store, grabbing some of their like dollar wooden pieces, and then painting them and doing something with them. And actually what's really funny about this box in particular was I was originally going to sell it on Etsy, but I've been having a really hard time trying to find something to make for my aunt, because I made a piece of art for everyone in my family for Christmas, and then I never got to hers. We had some personal family stuff go on that I mentioned, but I didn't really talk about. Still not going to talk about. go on, and so I didn't get to finish for everybody, and hers was one of those. And then I did this really cool canvas piece, but it wasn't right for her, and to the point where I ended up completely repainting it and giving it to my sister's boyfriend, because I found that by the time I finished it, it suited him instead. So I had this that I'd been working on, and I wasn't sure who it was for. Whenever I paint, I always feel like I'm painting for somebody. It's like this thing in my head, especially if it's an idea that's not like usual to me. It's like, this is for someone, I just don't know who, so this is for her. I really love it. Actually, my mom loved it so much that I'm making a planter's box for her right now. She was given it to her by a friend. Sorry. But it wasn't varnished or anything, and so it kind of got a little decrepit. So I'm painting. That's the top of it. And then like, oh, it's locked. Hang on. And it has like just like the inside, it has a music box in there, but it was all kind of rotted. Well, not rotted, but getting to the point of rotting. So I fixed it. I sanded it a little bit. I cleaned it up. I obviously painted all the wood white. Up here has been varnished, so you can kind of see it's got that shininess to it. So now it's like safe. So I still have to do that to the inside, and I also varnished in here and here, because you're supposed to put a picture in here. And if you can see, it looks a little bit kind of like not even, is because the picture, because I had a plant inside, got so messed up that it kind of like got destroyed. I actually couldn't even get it all out. I did have to paint over part of it. So now that is varnished, so you can put a picture and a piece of glass back in here, and the picture will be safe. So I still have like a decent amount of work left to do. I have this side done, but I don't have this side done, and I don't have the back done yet. So I've got a bit of work to do, but getting there, working on it. But I just thought it was so cute that like my mom loved this little box that I did so much that she's like, I need my box to match that box. So my mom, my aunt will end up having matching pieces, which I think is really cute. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'm glad that we can finally get through a video. I know I sounded a little bit upset towards the beginning of the video, but as I said, that's because it was literally the 5th time that I had started filming, or 6th time, I'm not sure. It was literally like I would get in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. At one point I even got 17 minutes in, and then it stopped. So it's just been it was frustrating to get it going, but we got it going now. We're good. I hope you're all having a great day. I know this was like the most random thing, and at this point I don't even know what I talked about. Many different things within the whole time period thing of having to reshoot and reshoot and reshoot. I don't know what I covered and what I didn't cover. I hope I covered everything I wanted to. But as I said, I just want to talk about something a little bit different than just the usual, like, this is what I'm dealing with my mental health. This is what I'm dealing with while I'm quitting smoking, and this is my makeup. Like, I just want to talk about, like, other stuff that I like. Talked a little bit more about my art. I love talking about my art because that is, like, my real passion. Talked about my photography, which I've never talked about, and I really love. And as I said, I will link my Instagram if you want to see some of the photos that I have on there. And at some point, maybe I'll talk about my writing, which I've kind of been a little bit of a writer for many years. I do have some little pieces kind of floating around in the world under a pseudonym. So yeah, who knows, I think what I didn't say in this video, but I said in another one, is that I do find that with my video that no matter what I'm talking about, I am very much talking, even if it's just about, like, even when I'm doing my makeup videos, I do sometimes talk about other things, or I'll update about other things. I do find that I'm kind of falling into the more of the commentary category of YouTube, which is totally fine because I love talking so much. And as much as I do really, really love makeup, I do love so many things. Like, something that is constantly said about me is that, like, I'm kind of like a jack of all trades when it comes to the creative world. So to me, to only talk about makeup, I would feel very much stuck in a box. And I think that's why I had an issue. Like, I was working as a makeup artist for so many years, and I was like, but I do so many other things. And I was starting to feel that, like, I don't know, it's like you're trapped, you know, like you're stuck in doing this one thing. And it's like, yeah, you're really good at it, but just look and see what else I can do, because I can do so many other things just as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where I go with this channel and what other stuff I incorporate. I know I keep talking about having like a cooking, baking video, which I totally will do. I just need to figure out how to do it. I am quite happy that now I know how to pause. So now I think it might just be more of a matter of like finding a way of like getting that setup done and obviously when there's no one in the kitchen downstairs, it can be a very busy household here, to have that time to kind of like show you how I go about doing things. But I still really want to do that because I love cooking. I used to be a baker. When I got my allergies, I really had to relearn how to cook everything. So, and I've become quite proficient in it. So I would like to do that as well. Oh my gosh, that eyelash. I don't know if I got it all out. Anyways, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my videos, hit like. If you want to see more of what I'm about, hit subscribe. And I will see you at the end of the week. All right, bye.